know, hey, it's still time, right? It's still time. Like, don't you hate in church when service goes too long?
Yeah.
Don't you hate that?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I hate that, right? I believe when church service goes too long, they should do they should do what they do in the comic world. Like when comics go too long, what do? They cut his mic. And then I can see the preacher up there when the service going too long, he'll be like, and another thing the Bible said is, okay, it's time to go now. Time to go. I can get with that, right? I can get with that. And then I remember like the preacher came down, he was trying to talk to me, right? And he had this big booger in his nose. And it was like a breathing booger. And I couldn't concentrate on what he was saying because I'm ducking. I didn't want the booger to flick off and hit me. Right? I was ducking and he was like trying to talk to me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's pretty careful.
Right, go in.
I want that, man.
Oh, man.
No. Don't you hate in church when you go to church, you're all prepared, you're looking good, they tell you to turn somewhere in the Bible and you can't find it? That's why I use my iPhone now, right? But I went to this church and the preacher said, all right, turn to your Bibles to the book of Amos. And nobody could find it. Everybody, all you heard was pages shuffle. It was like, I had it on my iPhone though, right?
Yes, sir.
Then I looked up at the preacher and he couldn't even find it. He was like, and then he said the strangest thing. He was like, y'all know I'm just kidding. Ain't no book of Amos in the Bible. Like, what kind of church is that?
Right.
Oh, man.
Right.
What kind of church is this? Wow. Yeah. But I remember I went to the bathroom, went to use the bathroom at this church, right? And this deacon was in there. He was a deacon that was, he greets you at the door, greets everybody at the door, handshake, hug. And he walked out of the bathroom and he didn't even wash his hands.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, he didn't even wash his hands. So I was like, okay, all right. So I'm sitting in, I'm sitting in and the pastor comes up to do his announcement, right? And he was like, all right, and I'd like to make an apology. The deacons have asked me to apologize because we had some strange things happen last week during baptism. Last week during baptism, we had about 5 or 6, 7 people drown. Hey, but I didn't know. I didn't know they couldn't swim. I thought everybody could swim. I just dropped them in the water, right? And I thought all that splashing in the water was them dancing with the Holy Ghost. I didn't know they couldn't swim.
Yeah. That's messed up.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
Then he says, now, turn to your neighbor, give him a great big handshake, and give him a hug. As soon as I did that, right, everybody started doing that. As soon as I did that, he said, now, ain't Jesus great? And when he did that, I realized the guy I was shaking hands with was that deacon. And I was like, oh, no. And the preacher got mad at that, man. He was like, all right, who said that? Who said Jesus ain't great? Who said it? Was it you? Who said Jesus ain't great? Everybody started looking at me like I was the devil, right?
Of course.
Finally, this dude stands up and says, hey, Mr. Preacher, it wasn't me, but I just got one quick question for you. All I want to know, sir, is when is the next baptism? Because I got a wife at home and she can't swim and I think it's time for her to get baptized. Oh, man. I was like, dude, that's cold. That was cold.